Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Abhishek sir and we are studying class 9 mathematics. In that we are studying chapter polynomials. This is the part 3 of the chapter series, and now after the solution of the previous exercise, that is exercise 2.2, now we are on the next topic, that is remainder theorem. Now let us start with the statement of remainder theorem, in which first of all they have clarified few things. Let p of x be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, and let a be any real number. So these are few clarifications and assumptions that p of x is a polynomial and a is any real number. Now, the real remainder theorem starts with this. If the polynomial p of x is divided by linear polynomial x minus a, so we have two things. One is the main polynomial divided by another polynomial, that is x minus a. Then after division, what will be the remainder? The remainder will be same as p of a. That means if this is compared with 0, x minus a equals to 0, x becomes a. Clear? And if this value we are putting, instead of p of x we are putting p of a, then the final answer will give us the remainder. Clear? So this is the statement. We don't have to actually remember the statement, but still, if polynomial p of x is divided by another linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder will be the value p of a. Now, based on remainder theorem, let us see an example how we will use the remainder theorem, and then we might verify that with our old method of division of polynomials, right? So let us start with the remainder theorem. Right now it is x plus 1. The first step is compare x plus 1 with 0. Plus 1 will go on this side, becomes minus 1. Okay, so let this be the real number which we are going to put in the polynomial. Okay, so here it was p of x, that was 3x square plus x minus 1. Now let us put the value minus 1 over here, as we have got x equals to minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 minus 1. 3 into minus 1 square. Minus 1 square will be plus 1 only. So 3 ones are 3. Minus 1 plus minus 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 1 over here. So finally answer we get 3 minus 1 2, 2 minus 1 1. So finally what is the remainder? Remainder is plus 1. So this is the remainder. So how you will be using remainder theorem? Very easy. First of all, the other polynomial you have been given, you just compare it with 0 and get the value of the variable. Then again we put the value of this variable in the whole polynomial. Finally the answer that you are getting is nothing but your remainder. So this is nothing but remainder theorem. Clear? Now let us verify the same question by old division method. Now we are dividing polynomial with another polynomial. So starting with step 1, I am writing step 1 this side. Always write the first term of the dividend with the divisor. So 3x square upon x, both the first terms, okay? And then find the answer. So x raised to 1 will go upside, it will be 2 minus 1. So finally we have 3x. So why we are finding 3x? Because we have to multiply this with 3x. Okay. So 3x into x becomes 3x square, and plus 1 into 3x becomes plus 3x. Leave some space and change the sign. Clear? So 3x square minus 3x will be cancelled. Plus x, that means plus 1x minus 3x will give you minus 2x. This number will be repeated. Okay. Now step 2. Again the first term minus 2x upon the first term of this one. So x cancel, only minus 2. So minus 2 is to be written over here. So minus 2 into x becomes minus 2x. Minus 2 into minus plus 1, that will give you minus 2. Leave space, change the sign, cancel. Plus minus 1 plus 2 will give you plus 1 as the remainder. Clear? So here r of x, that means remainder, is plus 1. The same we have verified by the remainder theorem. Quickly I am again writing the remainder theorem, or finding the remainder by remainder theorem. Okay, what was the first step that we did? We compared the other polynomial, that is x plus 1, with 0 and got the value of x. Then what we did, we put, instead of p of x, that was 3x square plus x minus 1, we put this value minus 1. So we got 3 into minus 1 square plus minus 1 minus 1. So that was 3 minus 1 minus 1. Answer was plus 1. Clear? So remainder theorem is nothing but the shortcut of finding remainder instead of doing this whole long process. Clear? So now let us go for the examples. Few examples we will see, and then we will go for the exercise 2.3. Example 9 is find remainder when this polynomial is divided by another polynomial. Was the first step. This polynomial is to be divided, is to be compared with 0, and then we have to find out one of the zeros, and then let us put this in the polynomial. So polynomial p of x will become polynomial p of 1. Instead of x raised to 4, we will put 1 raised to 4 plus 1 raised to 3, then minus 2 into 1 square plus 1 plus 1. Clear? So what I did, first of all I founded the 0, then we went for the replacement. So 1 raised to 4 is 1, 1 raised to 3 is 1, minus 2 into 1 square is minus 2, plus 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 2, 2 minus 2 0, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So what is the remainder? So let us start with finding the 0. We will use remainder theorem only. Finding the value of t, plus 1 goes on this side, becomes minus 1, and 2 goes on this side. So t equals to 1 by 2. So let us put minus 1 by 2 in this polynomial. Fraction, so little bit simplification you have to take care. Minus 1 by 2 whole cube plus 4 into minus 1 by 2 whole square minus of minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Clear? Now this answer must be 0, then and only then we can say that it is a multiple. Clear? So now let us start the solution. This is 4, minus cube is minus only, so we will write in front. 1 cube is 1 and 2 cube is 8. Clear? Next question, next term, 4 into minus 1 square will be plus 1, 2 square will be 4, then minus of minus will be plus half, and here it will be minus 1. Can you cancel this? Yes. Here it is minus 1 by 2. Here it will be plus 1, then it will be plus 1 by 2, and it will be minus 1. Final answer, you see, minus half plus half will be cancelled, plus 1 minus 1 is cancelled, so final answer is 0. So what we'll write? Yes, 2t plus 1 is the multiple of polynomial p of t. Clear? So these type of questions may be asked. So we'll always have to remember the rule of finding 0, replacing the value in the polynomial, and finding the final value, that will be the remainder. Clear? So now let us go for exercise 2.3. So question number 1 of exercise 2.3 is find the remainder when this polynomial, let us consider this as p of x, is divided by x plus 1. Clear? So here we will use the remainder theorem only. So So as this exercise is based on remainder theorem, we will follow our steps, that is first of all comparing this and finding the zeros. So if x plus 1 equals to 0, x will be minus 1. So we'll put p of x, I'm repeating the question, we will put p of minus 1 and let us check what is the remainder. So minus 1 cube plus 3 into minus 1 square plus 3 into minus 1 plus 1. So minus 1 cube is minus 1, 3 into minus 1 square, minus 1 square is plus 1 into 3 is 3, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, and plus 1 will be repeated. So here we can see that 3 minus 3 can be cancelled, 1 minus 1 and 1 can be cancelled. So final answer is 0. So what is the remainder? It is 0. Okay. Now we shall go for this one. Next part, x minus 1 by 2. So our first step will be comparing x with minus 2 and getting a value of x, that is 1 by 2. Now let us put in the polynomial, right, p of 1 by 2. So first of all, let me have some space so that you can see p of 1 by 2. So it is 1 by 2 whole cube plus 3 into 1 by 2 whole square plus 3 into 1 by 2 and plus 1. Now again we have fraction, so we'll solve it very carefully, as we may have to take LCM as well. So 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, plus 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4. So 3 into 1, 3 upon 4, plus 3 ones are 3 upon 2, and we have plus 1. Below we don't have anything, so we'll write 1. Now 8, 4, 2 and 1 all coming in 2's table. So the highest number will be our LCM. Clear? So let us take 8 as the LCM and see very carefully. 8 we have to multiply with 1 only, so above also 1. 4 we have to multiply it with 2, so above also 2. 2 we have to multiply with 4, and here we have to multiply with 8. Why I multiplied? Because I have to make every denominator as 8. Whatever number I am multiplying will be multiplied in the numerator as well. Clear? So 1 ones are 1, 3 twos are 6, 3 fours are 12, 1 eights are 8. So what is the final remainder? That is 6 plus 1 7, 12 plus 7 is 19, 19 plus 8 is 27. So our remainder is 27 by 8. Now moving on to the next very easy question. Only x is given, so x is to be compared with 0. So what is our value? 0. So what we will be doing? P of 0. So 0 cube plus 3 into 0 square plus 3 into 0 plus 1. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. Final remainder is 1. Okay. So moving on to the next question. Next question is x plus pi. Following the same rule, x plus pi is to be compared with 0. So value of x will be minus pi. So instead of any number we have pi. So following the same rule, we will put p of minus pi. So this will become minus pi whole cube plus 3 into minus pi whole square plus 3 into minus pi plus 1. Note that don't put the value of pi as 22 by 7, otherwise it will become very lengthy. So we will find our answer in terms of pi only. Now what is minus pi cube? It is minus pi cube. Minus pi whole square is pi square, and it is to be multiplied with 3, so it will be 3 into pi square. Minus pi into 3 is minus 3 pi, plus 1 will be repeated, and we are not going further. We will consider this as our remainder. Clear? Moving on to the next question, that is 5 plus 2x. So if we find 0, it will be 5 will be over here minus 5, x equals to minus 5 upon 2. So let us find out p of minus 5 by 2. So instead of first term, we'll have put minus 5 by 2 whole cube plus 3 into minus 5 by 2 whole square plus 3 into minus 5 by 2 plus 1 is to be repeated. Hope it is visible. I'll utilize the space. Minus 5 cube is minus 125. 2 cube is 8 plus minus 5 square. So 5 square is 25, 25 3s are 75, and here it is 2 square 4. Then minus 5 into 3 minus 15 by 2 and plus 1 upon 1 I am writing. Again we have to follow the same rule. We have to take the LCM of 8, 4, 2 and 1. Here. Now going on to the solution part, LCM will be 8. So here I am putting 8, but we have to make every denominator as 8. So 8 ones are multiplying with 1, 4 twos are multiply with 2, 2 fours are so multiply it with 4, and 1 eights are multiply with 8. Clear? So now every denominator is 8. So minus 125 plus 75 into 2, that will be 150. Minus 15 into 4, 15 fours are 60, and 1 eights are 8. Now what you have to do, you have to solve the numerator upon 8 will be the answer. So calculating the numerators, so minus 125 minus 60 is minus 185, and 150 and 8 is 158. So ultimately what we have to do, we have to subtract 158 from 185. So will be 15, it will be 7, 15 minus 8 is 7, 7 minus 5 is 2, 1 minus 1 is 2. So 27 in minus will be our answer. So that is minus 27 by 8. So this is our remainder. So question 1 is over now, and let us go for question number 2. Second question is find remainder when x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a is divided by x minus a. So this is again remainder theorem. So our solution will start with finding the 0. So x minus a equals to 0, that forms x equals to a. Now what we'll do, p of x I am repeating, that is x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a. Okay, now what we have to do, instead of x we have to put a, so it is p of a. So a whole cube minus a into a square plus 6 into a minus a. What you have to do is, you don't have to be confused between a and x square, it is same only. A cube is a cube minus a into a square is a cube, 6 into a is 6a minus a will be repeated. This term is cancelled, so finally we have 6a minus a, that is 5a. So what is the remainder? The remainder that we got is 5a. Now moving on to the last question. Third question is check whether 7 plus 3x is a factor of 3x cube plus 7x or not. So if we want to find out whether it is a factor, our answer will be yes or no. So if we divide this polynomial with this, the answer or remainder is 0, then only we can say that it is a factor. So if remainder is 0, then yes. If remainder is not 0, then no. Clear? So let us go for the remainder theorem. 7 plus 3x equals to 0. 3x equals to, this 7 will go on this side, minus 7. X equals to minus 7 by 3. Now if we put x equals to minus 7 by 3 in this polynomial, the answer must come 0. Then only we can write yes. So let us see I'm writing p of x as 3x cube plus 7 into x. P of minus 7 by 3. Okay. So 3 into minus 7 by 3 whole cube plus 7 into minus 7 by 3. And what we have to do? We just have to find out the cube of 7 and 3, and then we'll have to put in the answer. So going for the next step. So 3 into minus cube will be minus only. 7 cube is 343. 3 cube will be 27. Clear? Minus 7 sevens are 49 upon 3. Now can you cancel 3 and 27? Yes. So 1 3s are 3, 3 9s are 27. So ultimately we have 343 upon 9 minus 49 upon 3. Now you can write the answer from this only, that the value of this will never be 0. But for verification and clarification, what we'll do, we'll have to find out the real answer. So for your convenience, let us find out the LCM and final answer. So here we have to multiply it with 3. Here it is by 1. So 1 into 3 minus 343 will be minus 343 minus 49 3s are. So 3 9s are 27, balance 2, 3 4s are 12, 13, 14. So what we have to do? We have to add these two. So 3 plus 7 will be, let us do over here, 147. What we are doing is we are adding these two. 7 plus 3 is 0, balance 1, 4 plus 4 9, and 3 plus 1 4. So ultimately it is 490 by 9. So what we have found is P of minus 7 by 3 is not equal to 0. So the final answer will be no. 7 plus 3x is not a factor of 3x cube plus 7x. So that is how you will be checking. So this is all about exercise 2.3. We have completed it step by step. Each and every question, each and every step I have shown it so that it will be easy for you. Now in the next we will start with the factorization, factor theorem. We will also learn splitting of middle term, and then we will solve exercise 2.4. So right now this part 3 is over. You go through the video very carefully, share it with all your friends, even if they are of different schools, no matter. We have prepared these videos for the benefit of all the students. Thank you. Stay safe.